Hey TMFG community, Carlo Cancino here with John Iaconetti. In today's episode of Ask TMFG, we'll be discussing the tax implications of having a high income in retirement due to a defined benefit plan. Again, as a reminder, if you do like our content, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, provide us with some feedback, leave a comment, or just give us a like. In today's episode, we'll be discussing the implications of having high income in retirement due to a defined benefit pension plan. There are some issues with that, and John's going to get us started with talking about what those issues are. John?
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Carlo. So just like you mentioned, it sounds like a good problem to have. You have a really good high income throughout retirement, but that's also going to come with its degree of taxation. And now that you're no longer working and living off your pension as well as your other investments, we want to try to keep the taxes as low as possible, keep as much of that dollar in your pocket so you're able to enjoy your retirement. So the defined benefit pension plan essentially means you're going to have a set degree of income from the day you retire till the day you pass away, and potentially also be receiving a bridge benefit as well to get you to the point where you begin to receive Canada Pension Plan in old age security. So now that you have that set defined amount of income, that's going to come with its own degree of taxation. And if you have other investments outside of that, those as well are going to have their own degree of taxation also. So what can we do once you retire to ensure that you are getting taxed the most efficiently? So what are some strategies that some people can utilize?
Definitely, John. Number one, you can defer the receipt of CPP and old age security. So those are pensions that you get from the Government of Canada. CPP, Canada Pension Plan, is something that you contribute to while you're working. And you have the option of taking it as early as age 60. Normal age to take it is age 65. Or you can defer it to age 70 if you don't need that income. And old age security. You are eligible as a Canadian, as a resident of Canada, for old age security benefits. You can take it as early as age 65, or if you don't need it, you can defer it to age 70. There are some benefits to deferring receiving your CPP and old age security to age 70. With CPP, you get a 0.7% increase per month after age 65 to age 70. If you defer it all the way to age 70, that's a 42% increase to your CPP benefit. And with old age security, if you were to defer to age 70, you get a 0.6% premium for every month you defer after age 60, which amounts to a 36% increase to your OAS benefit.
That's exactly correct, Carlo. And sometimes if people don't begin to utilize that strategy and maybe start to receive their old age security, but still want to work a part-time job while receiving their pension, they might run into another issue called old age security clawback, which essentially is acting like another tax where you begin to lose your old age security when at the end of the day we want you to enjoy that benefit as much as possible. And that leads us into our next point to help you reduce and mitigate your taxes, and that is by utilizing pension splitting. So between yourself and your spouse, you're able to split up to 50% of your pension to that other spouse. So a lot of times in our scenario, we've seen clients come in with one spouse does have a pension, one spouse does not. That spouse with a pension can split up to 50%, just helping to mitigate that tax bill between the two spouses.
Exactly. So for instance, if there was a spouse who was receiving a pension of $80,000 and the spouse didn't have a pension and didn't have any retirement income, you could essentially split that pension in half. 80,000 becomes 40,000 each, thus reducing your overall household tax bill.
Absolutely. And we touched on it before where we have the set amount of income now going forward. We know our expenses don't work that same way. We don't have a set amount of expenses going forward. We know things are going to come up. Maybe it might be fun, like a vacation or something you want to do. It could be not so fun, like a car issue or furnace or something like that. We know you're going to require some additional income throughout your retirement. And that leads us to our third point. There are tax efficient ways that you can take a lump sum amount out of your portfolio in order to cover some of those expenses. And with the pension, that's fully considered taxable. RSPs as well are fully considered taxable. So maybe these aren't the right outlets or the right sources to be taking a lump sum amount of money out in your retirement. And maybe you could be able to take advantage of tax-free savings accounts as well as an open account or a non-registered account. Within tax-free savings account, the name says it all. Everything that you withdraw is entirely tax-free from that account. And with an open account or a non-registered, capital gains, interest, dividends, those are all considered taxable, but it's much more tax favorable than it would be to take out of an RSP. So being able to utilize the TFSA and the open account could mean you'd be able to access a bit more of your money within your portfolio and be able to cover some of those expenses.
Perfect, John. So what are the 3 strategies that you can employ if you have high income, therefore high taxation in retirement with a pension? Number 1, consider deferring your CPP and old age security beyond age 65. 2, pension splitting. If you have a lower income earning spouse, you can split up to 50% of your eligible pension income to lower the overall household tax bill. And number 3, take from the appropriate accounts any additional income you need in retirement. So tax-free savings accounts, non-registered accounts, and then to your RRSPs. That's our video for today. Again, if you do like our content, please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Again, provide us with a comment. Are you in retirement with a defined benefit plan? What accounts are you taking out of to help supplement your income? Until next time, I'm Carlo Cancino.
I'm John Yoconetti.
And this has been Ask MFG.